That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On first down, rushing, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Check, check, check. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Hey, watch the lane. Yo, 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. 52. 52 is the mic. Here we go, D. And it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 61, matchbox lights. Hey, lock it. Watch twins. Clear. Ready?
Off the play fake. Kenny. He's able to find Wallace. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run on first down. Burks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Set, cut. Touchdown. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hot shot. 60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. I got it. 60 Mike. Hot, go. 60 Mike.
To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Jackson will throw again. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. Burks. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
Again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Pilot, 64, win.
These two teams all tied after one. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Burks. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
X3, 218, chop. Undercut. Watch twist. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Kenny is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Even. 4 down. Ready?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Blue draw Corker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Browns.
On the set. 52. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see that.
On first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Got it. 57's right. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Bullet, half.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready. To Pittsburgh. 60 miles. All day, every day, any day. Short. 60 Mike. Watch the screen.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, rushing, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 60 Mike. Watch a slant. 60, Mike. 60, go.
Jackson from the shotgun. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Get him, boy.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 4, check 4. Check 43. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and this will be a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Topper. 52. 52 is the mic. Hey, here we go. Check. Protein spill. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go. Switch. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Go now. 50, plant. 52. All right, T, let's go. No! Hey, Jet! Be grip!
A final shot before break. Kenny. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check. Hey, check 24. Hey, foxtrot. Cut. Get it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say they had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill.
61, matchbox lights.
Jam.
Now.
On 3rd down, Burks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day. 60 mark.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
60 mark.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to... Don't get nervous.
60 mark.
From the gun, Jackson going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play?
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run on first down. Burks, and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Go.
Back to throw. Kenny. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Army. Ready.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Byrd. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56. Big stop, D. Big stop. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Ricky. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Oh, here we go. Orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They're running it. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Tighten up.
Jackson on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Go. When the rep, let's go right here. 50, go. Mike 57. I'm scared.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 2.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
60 mark. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Smoke, smoke. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Come on, boy. Rotate. Spell. You got it. Set up.
Jackson operating from the gun. The pass complete. It's Byrd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. Focus, defense.
Jackson now from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hustle, hustle. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here it comes, here it comes. 57's the mic. Mike 57. I got you. I got you.
To throw again. Jackson going to throw deep for the... And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 76 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
60 Mike, bring it. Great stone. Travel. 60 Mike, 60 Mike. Hey, defense, let's get set.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. 60 Mike, 60 Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
60 Mike, 60 Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
Jackson now toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. I'm coming.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try the left side. Burks. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Watch Mike.
Check any weapon.
Check.
Rock it. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Looking to throw. Kenny. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A gain of 3, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next.